First off, MSNBC does a little montage of all the people going out to their representatives and bitching at them. So this week, senators, congresspeople had to go back home and face their constituents back in their home districts. And it did not go well. Anger out there. Here's a little smattering of it.
My concern right now, and I think I speak for a lot of Americans, is Elon Musk.
Yes. How can we be represented by you if you don't have a voice in Congress?
I'm a registered Republican voter and retired active Army officer. How can you tell me that Doge, with some college whiz kids from a computer terminal in Washington, D.C., without even getting out into the field, after about a week or maybe two, has determined that it's okay to cut veterans' benefits?
Good question.
When are you going to wrest control as the Congress back from the executive and stop hurting your constituents?
Are you willing to use your subpoena power to say, Musk, come in here, stand in front of Congress and answer some hard questions?
When will you stand up to them and say that is enough?
They're not going to. So unfortunately, like when you hear their answers, it's basically, we don't care. Hey, look, we're going to get elected anyway. All right. A few billionaires come in here, spread some money around. We only need to win by a few thousand votes, so get that fucking easy. You guys have no power. There's nothing you can do. Your vote doesn't count. So just yell at us all you want to and watch them. They're so smug and fucking smarmy. First off, this is outside Representative Congressman Mark Alford. Hearing it from his constituents. They need their pitchforks, their torches. Elon Musk, that's got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Hey, that's no way to talk about Elon Musk, baby mama. Get it? Terrible, terrible joke. And that inside the meeting wasn't getting any better for him. He had the gall to tell them, those that are getting fired by Elon Musk, that don't worry, God has a plan for your life.
I'm Charlie Keegan outside Random's Coffee in downtown Belton. Monday morning, a huge crowd showed up to speak with Representative Mark Alford. This is the first time he'd held this kind of town hall style event since Trump took office.
I can't hear her follow up.
The people who made it into the coffee shop were talking over each other, calling Alford names, and booing his answers. Alford stood there for an hour and a half, answering the questions, even if most of his answers towed the Republican talking point, which only antagonized the crowd. The people here live inside and outside Alford's district. They covered everything from Elon Musk to the Ukrainian war, along with immigration and laying off federal employees. Alford told the crowd he feels bad for people who've lost their jobs at places like the IRS, and that God has a plan for them.
You are not a victim, you are a victor, and you will be able to get another job and provide for yourself and your family. I'm confident of that.
Yeah, just pick yourself up by your bootstraps, idiots. Don't give a fuck.
Hardworking federal employees that make this government run.
They don't care.
Every single day.
They don't care.
And we are being discounted by those in Washington claiming that we're the swamp and we're the fraud, waste, and abuse. No.
Alford's team.
That's how they see you. The useless eaters. Parasites on fucking society. That's how the rich sees you. And they'll take every fucking thing you have. They can't help it. They're mentally ill. They cannot control themselves. They will literally drain you and all of us until we're fucking dead unless we stop them. And watch how smarmy these motherfuckers are, though. Here's Representative Rich McCormick as he's getting eloquently dissected by his constituents. Just grinning from ear to ear. Slimy as fuck, smarmy motherfuckers don't give a shit because they know they're actually in no fucking danger because your vote doesn't count.
Tyranny is rising in the White House, and a man has declared himself our king. So I would like to know, rather, the people would like to know what you, congressmen, and your fellow congressmen are going to do to rein in the megalomaniac in the White House.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. No, I'm going to help him every step of the way. And when he asks me to lick his shitty asshole, I'm going to lick his shitty asshole. And there's nothing any of you can do about it because billionaires are going to buy up the elections and I'm going to get elected anyway. So you guys can hoot and holler and scream at me, you won't. But we have a dictator now and he's our daddy and you can't do anything about it. It's 100% what the look on his face is, folks. I mean, I'm glad to see it, but we needed all this energy before Donald Trump got elected. All this is just a fart in the wind now. I'm sorry to be honest about it, but it's too fucking late. It's tue late. Where the fuck were all of you? It's over. The country's over. Sorry. People just don't realize it yet, but we're living in a corpse now.
I'm not going to give you my best foghorn leghorn response to that. But you can go ahead and sit down. Thank you. When you talk about tyranny, when you talk about presidential power, I remember having the same discussion with Republicans when Biden was elected.
Yeah, it's the same exact fucking thing. And then it kept going. I mean, I am happy to see it. I'm not trying to be too discouraging. Get them, I guess.
To show up, Congressman Tonko, we will show up.
So this is them trying to rally behind Democrats and tell them that we're going to show up for them if they fight Donald Trump. But, what do you want to do? They don't have any power whatsoever. All three branches of government are owned by conservatives. They own all of the media now. They own all the tech companies now. There's nothing they can fucking do. We needed you guys to show up before all this happened. Now it's too late.
We have to take the gloves off. We can't wait for protocol. They're not playing by the rules. We have to take it to them. When I saw you at those places, I saw you next to Maxine Waters. Yet I was so proud that my representative was on the front line, right there. But I thought about Jimmy Carter.
Anyway, they're begging them to do fucking anything. Begging them. But I'd rather watch them shit on the Republicans, to be honest with you. And there's plenty of footage of that. Here's the smarmy fuck once again, folks. Look how much he don't give a shit.
You can go and yell all you want, but I can't understand 10 people, let alone 100 people.
It's your budget, not the president. And you are doing us a disservice to set that down and not stand up for us. And
a lot of this stuff will be litigated.
I'm not going to stand up for you guys because, hey, we'll let the courts decide. We'll see what happens, even though Donald Trump says he's going to ignore the courts, even though the fucking people's lawyers for the United States have now said they're Trump's lawyers. We're going to get to that in a second. He's literally telling them straight up, I'm not going to do anything. I don't give a shit.
I'm going to stand up for you. So we're going to have a town hall. And I'm going to come and stand in front of you and take your questions and try to answer them as honestly as I can. Then let's do that, okay? But if you're going to just yell at me, that's not going to be an effective counter. I get it.
Yeah, but we're pissed. You're not doing anything. We have a dictator now, and you're worshiping him and doing everything he wants you to do instead of representing us. We're fucking pissed. Rachel Maddow went through a whole bunch of these.
When will you stand up to them and say that is enough?
Watch this answer.
The end result of the fraud and abuse that has been discovered already.
Oh. So nothing. He's going to continue the lie that they found all kinds of fraud and abuse, which they provided absolutely no evidence for. Just because Donald Trump or Elon Musk doesn't like a program whose funding was already approved by Congress, that doesn't make it fucking fraud. They have not presented a single shred of evidence that these millions of people on Social Security illegally are real. They haven't arrested any fucking body. They're just going to fucking lie. So I guess yell out and make yourself feel better, but they ain't going to do shit. No proof, right, but they don't care. They just want to lie, tell 3 lies, and then when you're spreading those lies, it gives them time to tell 3 more lies. That's how the system works now. And another town hall, Representative Jay Ubernolt, California 23.
How do you feel about a unelected, non-confirmed... one of the checks and balances of our nation?
To me, this just feels like people yelling at the captain of the Titanic after he's already hit the iceberg. That's what it feels like to me. Yeah, it makes you feel better. You fucking stupid idiot. You've killed us all. Why didn't you see it? Why you go around it? Yeah, I mean, it's already too late, so.
Great question, and I'm glad you asked it. Okay? And I am very glad that someone is looking at all of the waste.
They're all on the same page. Just spreading the same goddamn lie. This has nothing to do with finding waste to save money for the deficit, y'all. They've already asked for $4.5 trillion more. They're not planning to put any of this money towards the deficit, as they're about to approve another $5 trillion in tax cuts for the richest among us. While anybody that makes under $100,000 a year, our taxes go up. That's what's happening, folks. They're simply looting the coffers for the rich, which is exactly what they did the first time he was in goddamn office. But they don't have a fucking enough. They're mentally ill. They will never stop. Never. We will all fucking die, folks. Another one for Rachel Maddow.
President Trump has issued a lot of executive orders. I think by and large this is moving very quickly compared to other administrations, and I think across the board he's done some very good things. I think.
Like what? What did he do? Nothing. Egg prices are through the fucking roof. Tourism's way fucking down. The whole country is falling the goddamn apart, dude. Even fucking Bitcoin crashing, y'all. 12% down this week. Fucking Bitcoin. He's supposed to be the Bitcoin president. Can't even goddamn do that right. But I dare you speak out against your rulers and masters in the United States. Here's Sheriff Robert Norris attempting to drag one of his own constituents out of a public town hall meeting because they dared speak up and boo at their representative. They literally dragged this woman out. Welcome to the new Nazi states of America, folks, where you're not allowed to protest your representatives anymore. You're not allowed to speak to them. They don't work for you. You are their slave. They'll take you down. They'll drag your goddamn ass out. Here's Trump's America, folks. Yep. If you want to know what the future is like, it's a boot on your neck forever. It's already a fascist takeover. We're past the red line, folks. And they know, folks, they know that people hate them, and instead of answering the tough questions, they're just bailing because they also know they're in no danger of losing their seats. Like Representative Rich McCormick, who underwent one of those harsh town halls and then immediately canceled all his media appearances.
We're also supposed to speak with Georgia Congressman Rich McCormick. He was booked when we started the show. We were under the impression he was coming, but he canceled the appearance less than an hour ago. We're also supposed to
hide, you fucking cowards, as you help the goddamn country burn to the fucking ground.